Laundry completely overwhelmed your life?
And even if it hasn't, there are times when it seems like it's just too much.
Yes, well, the ace of space, Jennifer Baptiste, is here to help. Hey, Jen, how are you?
Hey, good. How are you?
Yeah, I know. I finally got it under control this weekend, but laundry does sometimes tend to overwhelm me.
It does. In a lot of families, it does. And what they do is they try kind of avoid it because they don't want to go in and handle it at that time.
Well, and you know what? I'm happy that you're down there in a basement, which is where mine is. And all these people have the nice second floor, beautiful laundry rooms, all brand new. Sometimes you just don't want to go down there. But you've made it a nicer place to be because it's less overwhelming. What are your tips?
So when you're doing your laundry, if you happen to get backed up and overwhelmed, the best way to do it is kind of break it down by person. So take the basket, no matter what's in there, and kind of break it down by who it belongs to, and then work on that little section in time right there. So you're not doing it all at once.
How do you
That works for socks. That works for just the overall laundry. A lot of times I see people with bags and bags of socks that haven't been mated or paired.
Yeah.
And they just don't want to deal with it. Same thing with the baskets. They're getting dressed out of the basket because nobody wants to do it.
I don't have kids, Jen, but I want to know how you guys know what clothes belong to what kids.
Well, mine are easier because it's a boy and a girl.
Are there tags in them or something, or how does that work?
Usually size. I mean, unless you have like a couple kids within a couple of years of each other and they're different, if they're all the same gender. You just kind of, for myself, it's just three of us, myself, my husband, and my son. So my socks are pink and fun. My sons are little and my husband's, are gigantic.
But Jen, I agree with you. That's something that I have. Each kid has their own basket, and I do them separately because it's just easier. Then it comes out and goes to one location. So I like the idea of separating by person. What else do you think as far as how we organize the room?
Well, for organizing the room, you just got to keep it simple. This is really small here, so I don't have a big space to have stuff hanging out. But something that's important when you are doing the laundry, a lot of people just throw it into a basket when it comes out of the dryer, and they just throw it in the basket to get the next load going. Touching it more times than you need to kind of prolongs the process. So if you just kind of take it and lay it flat, I separate it by hung and folded. So I just lay it flat, literally just take it out. The folded pile's here, the hung pile's here. And if I don't get to it till later, then I just come back to it. But when you go to process it, you know what you're doing. You can speed hang the shirts, and then you can just fold and separate by person what needs to be folded. Organized wise, this is really little, so I just keep it simple. I don't overbuy. If you can have a hang bar anywhere or a hang rack so you can hang it and just put it up and then bring it to where it needs to go, it makes it a lot easier. I just threw one up ceiling and just put it up there.
And you say you recommend using a towel. I know this might be gross and I'm going to gross people out, but I use one towel for the whole week.
Well, I have a towel drying rack. As long as it gets dry, the same thing. You're getting out of a clean shower, you're
cleaning your body.
It's more that if they don't get hung up and dried that they get stinky.
Right. And so we have a bar on our back shower in our bathroom on the door, and we just hang ours up each on a hook. If you don't let it dry, it does get that weird mildewy wet smell, but you're coming out of a clean shower. So it makes your laundry footprint smaller rather than have to wash, however many people take a shower every day times 5 days a week. That could be 10, 15 towels.
I see your cat likes to help with the laundry too. Mine does.
I have two, and they usually lay in the pile as I'm trying to fold it and put it down, and they're like pawing it, kneading it, trying to lay in it. I'm like, get out.
I love the fact that you say nothing goes into the hamper inside out. It all has to be right side up.
Yes, I tell them I won't wash it. I give them a pass every once in a while, but I'm like, if it comes to me inside out, I'm not washing it. I'm just putting it back to wherever it goes, and you're going to wear it that way. And so every once in a while, they'll, forget one. I'll give them a pass. But for the most part, the dirt's on the outside 90% of the time. So you want to make sure you're washing and getting the dirt to the outside, not keeping it inside so it stays in there.
Okay.
All right. And you have a way that you want to talk about how we should be folding our pants?
Yeah, so it depends on where you put your stuff, but to make the pant a smaller profile, I actually folded two. Men's pants, it's the biggest difference because if you were like a 36 or a 38, the profile is a lot bigger. But if I hate to say, you tuck in the crotch right here, it's kind of a retail thing. It makes it look a lot neater, and it comes more of a square presentation versus this part hanging out. So if you're going into a drawer or shelves or whatever have you, it's going to give it a smaller footprint, and it'll fit nicer going across whatever you're putting it on. So just by tucking that in.
And real quick, T-shirts fold with the logo showing, so you know which one it is?
Yep. And so I had over here, I don't know where I put them. Oh, so yeah, if the logo's on the, this is the perfect shirt for today, my Monday mood. This is on the front, this is on the back. So when you go to fold it, you don't want to fold it this way because a lot of times you'll fold it, it'll just look like a black t-shirt.
Okay.
Fold the logo out.
Where
Thanks.
you want to fold it backwards.
Thank you,
Jennifer, thank
Jen.
you. We'll
We
send-
appreciate it.
There's your Facebook page
All right,
and
thank you so
your
much.
handle on social media, Ace of Space CT for more tips. Thank